You either suffer with a plan or you suffer with regret, with a problem. There's two different types of suffering. There's the suffering now for a life that's great later, and there's enjoying the life now so that we can live the rest of our life in suffering and regret. Two different types of suffering that you have to choose. Choosing how everyone's going to suffer in life, everyone's going to have problems, so you have to be the one to choose how you want to suffer. You can suffer now and reap the rewards later, or you can somewhat reap the rewards of life and enjoy the youth now to work the rest of your life like a mule and not be able to do anything. Someone has to give you permission to use the bathroom. Someone has to give you permission when you can take your lunch break. Someone has to give you permission. You're not even living life autonomously at that point. So there's two different choices that you have. You can suffer now and enjoy life, or somewhat enjoy life for a few years and then just suffer for the rest, which is what everybody does, and live an average life and never accomplish anything. Doesn't make any sense to me. So you have to choose your suffering. So let's talk about two different scenarios. You're young, you enjoy all of your high school years and your college years if you decide to go to college. Working through that, you get a somewhat of a diploma. Not really that good though. Can't really get you any good jobs. You enjoy the life, partying, playing video games, eating junk food. So by the time you're 21 and you graduated, you have gynecomastia. You're not really that fit. You don't even enjoy your own physique. Girls don't enjoy your physique. You're not really enjoying your life. You're a constant brain fog. You're like unhealthy. You get some job. You work 9 to 5 every single day of the week, apart from the weekends. You wake up, you commute, you come back, you sleep, you wake up, you commute, you work, you commute back, you sleep. You get to party on the weekends, but then what happens when you're like 50? You can't really party anymore because you have so many health issues. You're just stuck in your job. You die. You don't do anything. That's the life 99% of people live. 99% of people live that way. They don't get to enjoy life. Let's talk about the other 1%. The other 1% actually actively chase suffering now. They chase being put under pressure now so that they can enjoy life later. Bear with me. If you wake up every day and you chase the difficult, you chase the hard, you work really hard every single day, you constantly learning, constantly educating yourself, you work very hard in a business and you bring it out of the mud, you work really hard and you accomplish what you wanted to be, you became financially free, you became healthy, you did a lot of good things for you, you actually get to enjoy the rest of your life. And you actually somewhat enjoy doing the hard as well. It's not like you just really go through such a traumatic event and then the rest of your life is like sunshine and daisies, sunshines and rainbows. That's not how it works. You chase the hard now, you work hard, but you actually enjoy what's difficult because you know it's working towards something purposeful and meaningful. It's Saturday right now. I'm recording this video Saturday morning. I don't know, you guys can't really see actually. It's Saturday morning right now. And I'm out here, I'm working. I wake up at the same time every day. I go to bed at the same time every day. Saturday, most people are probably still sleeping. It's actually early in the morning for most of you. It's 8:43. This is the second video I'm recording right now. I'm actively chasing what's difficult. But most of you wouldn't be able to do this. But I'm actually doing something purposeful. I get to help people. That's what I'm doing. I'm educating you. I'm actively helping you for free on YouTube. This is actually somewhat like good for me and good for you. It's a win-win for both of us. So what I get to do is actually meaningful. So if you want to look at the suffering as something different, if you want to suffer now so that you can live a life that's good later, or you want to live a life that's good for a few short years and suffer forever. That's your choice. But ultimately, I assume that most of you want to go through some hardship now so that you can enjoy the rest of your life. So I'm going to teach you how to do that, basically. The first step, there's different ways to make money, but becoming financially free, I would recommend that you do something that's actually meaningful for you, so that you're actually doing something purposeful and actually get to help people. So I record videos on the internet that help people, and a small percentage of them join the Venegas Academy, where I get to teach them more. So it's like what I get to do is very purposeful and very helpful, which is why the suffering isn't like suffering like I'm getting abused, like I'm getting tortured or something. It's not like that. It's like, in a way, it is suffering, but it's not like getting tortured, right? It's like you're working hard towards something which is somewhat like painful in a way, but it's like I get to help people, and it makes me financially free. So, why would someone want to choose the first over the second type of suffering? Living a life that's difficult now so that you can enjoy the rest of it, versus enjoying what we have now and then mediocrity throughout the rest of our life. Like, the second option is easier, just like mediocrity, just clock in, clock out every single day. That's actually pretty easy to do, not that difficult to do. But why would I want to choose the first? Why would I even want to do that? I'm going to tell you a story. So I was in school, right? And when you're in school, who do all the girls like? They usually like, in a way, like the top 1% of like the boys in the school. So it's like there's one really popular dude, then the rest, there's like a few other guys that the girls like, but like the rest of them, it's like they don't really care. So I was a little kid, and I'm like, how come this one guy's getting so much attention, but what I don't get any attention. I'm too afraid to speak to girls. So I started learning. I was like, what can I do? I literally searched up how to speak to girls, how to talk to your crush, was like what I searched up. So I started looking through, and everybody was giving you some tactics, some ideas. And then one guy, he just mentioned it. He's like, all the girls like the top basically 1% of men, so you have to become like that. And it just clicked for me. I was like, oh, this guy's right. He's right. Like, everything usually goes to the top 1%. The money in the world goes to the top 1%. But the girls go to the top 1%. The attention goes to the top 1%. The everything usually goes to the top 1%. So I was like, oh, I can just become part of the top 1% if I work very hard. And it's like right now, high school, whatever, it's really weird. But once you get out, it goes from like bot lobbies to ranked lobbies, if that makes sense. So this is part of my event here, my Canada event. So it's like right now in high school, the girls kind of like anybody, but they prefer the top 1%. But it's like they kind of like anybody. But once you get out of high school, it's like it's different. You're 18 years old and you're now competing with some 32-year-old man who has millions of dollars, and so you see what I mean? It's like in high school you're competing with whatever, but it's like once you become an adult, you're competing with some 32-year-old man who's shredded and has millions of dollars. So it's like you can't compete with him. It goes from basically bot lobbies, just full of NPCs and bots, to it goes to like ranked lobbies. It's like people who actually know what they're doing and they've been playing the game for a long time. So it's like you need to prepare yourself for the ranked lobby, basically. So you need to work hard and become exceptionally good and suffer now so that you don't suffer for the rest of your life as a bot in the ranked lobby. Don't be a bot in the ranked lobby. Be a competitor in the ranked lobby. That makes sense. So it's like my FT, I call it an FTE. Like you're frick this event. You're like, F everything that's going on around me. I'm gonna change my situation. Something needs to change. So it's like my FTE, my frick this event, my F this event. I was like, what? It's like, man, this guy's right. This guy's right. Objectively, I probably could work very hard and become a better individual. So I started looking into the gym, started looking at how to become more confident, and I started a business. I started making some money, and it's just constant development every single day. And that's what I'm doing now, suffering now so that I can live a good life later. Mark my words. the main competitors in this self-improvement industry, who is it? Hamza, maybe Iman Gaji, maybe Alex Hormozy, maybe Sam Ovens. How many subscribers do these guys have? These guys, come on. Is Iman Gaji like really changing lives? It's like, yeah, in a way, but it's like not how I'm gonna do it. It's like Hamza, who's my competition, like really, like it's Hamza Ahmed. It's some 27-year-old guy who wasted his entire like high school year. Like, this is the competition. So it's like, if you want to do something and you think there's someone who's already there, and that's just why is gonna live a life of mediocrity, because it's difficult to like dethrone like the king in one space or one industry. It's like, it's not that difficult. It's like, I'm gonna continue to develop. Hamza's obviously gonna continue to develop, but it's like, I started earlier, if that makes sense. He started when he was like 23 or something. I started when I was 14. It's almost a 10-year difference in time. How's he going to compete with me? So it's like, you need to have a little bit of an ego. You need to develop an ego and realize, I have an ego. I'm not going to be a bot. I'm not going to enjoy now so that I can live a life of mediocrity. I'm going to work hard now so that I can reap the rewards of my labor. So the next segment that I want to go into is that delayed gratification is like a superpower. Like a literal superpower. I saw a clip of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who's a Swedish football player, and an interviewer asked him, like, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? And this guy's known for his ego, and he's like, what? I already possess all the powers I would want. So he just says, Zlatan is like, I already have everything that I could possibly want. I'm basically a superhero. So you need to penetrate through life in that same regard, in that same mentality. So you shouldn't just settle for average like everyone else. You should settle and set the bar higher and be like, I have an ego. I don't need any superpowers. I can develop them myself. I can become like a superhero. I can become like a superhuman. So delayed gratification is like a superhero that you could have. Delayed gratification basically means I'm going to suffer now. I'm going to do something difficult now, but it has like good effects after. So for example, the ice bath. It's cold now, you're shivering, it feels uncomfortable. But like 5 minutes after, once you're out of the ice bath, your mental clarity is better. Your body releases shock proteins. Your body starts burning brown fat. You are creating brown fat, and a lot of good things happen. But it hurts during it. So that's like an example of delayed gratification. Instant gratification is the exact opposite. Let's say we had the intention to eat a healthy meal, but we passed by McDonald's, so we get the fries, the burger, we get like the shamrock shake, we get the cookies, we get like 2 milkshakes, we get the cookies, we get all the stuff, right? You're gonna feel good while you're eating the food, but then after, you're gonna have an energy crash, you're gonna have brain fog, carb crash, you're gonna have more acne. Your body's not going to have as much protein. A lot of bad things are going to happen after you eat that McDonald's. So that's instant gratification. So we should reject instant gratification and accept delayed gratification. We should accept the difficult now so that we can reap the rewards later. So actively chase delayed gratification, good later, pain now, so that we can enjoy life more later. Don't burden your future self. Burden yourself right now so that you in the future can enjoy life more. Enjoy life. It just makes more sense. Enjoy life more. Delayed gratification versus instant gratification. Chase delayed gratification. Reject instant gratification. Pain and failure. Pain doesn't equal a failure. I struggle saying that word. But pain doesn't equal failure. Pain and even failure itself is just more feedback. So when you're actively chasing the pain, actively suffering now so that you can enjoy life later, the pain that you experience isn't necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're losing. It's feedback. So when you go through difficult things, just take it all as feedback. Just a side note, take it all It's all feedback. It's not necessarily something difficult. Short-term sacrifice over regret. So let's say you're patrolling through life, right? Walking around. You enjoy life now. You get to party. You're the party man. Get to enjoy life now. But then later, it's like you're gonna be one of these guys stuck on their computer all day, just working. Don't get to really do anything. Clock in. Punch in. 9 to 5. Punch it in. Punch it out. Clocking out. Get out. Go home. Do whatever. You're gonna be one of these guys. One of these guys. Or you could be something better instead of this. Short-term sacrifice instead of regret is what I'm trying to get into your mind here. So you could work hard. You could be one of the entrepreneurs who's working hard towards a business, working hard towards accomplishing something with their life. So in the moment, it's like short-term sacrifice for no regret. Because regret is, if we look at this is a side note, but like everything in a way from molecules is like vibrating, which is why stuff moves, a slight tension. So everything in a way has like a vibrational frequency. If you learned about in school, like this is an atom, and we have like the nucleus, we have like the atoms. You get what I'm saying? Like that thing is, and that's like a molecule, and then they come together. That's not actually how things are. Everything is actually like a wavelength, if that makes sense, instead of a molecule or an atom. So everything has a vibrational frequency because a wavelength is like a vibration in a way. So regret is the lowest vibrational frequency. So you could either be in like the lowest version that a human can possibly be, the lowest version that a human could be, or you could take the bar higher and choose pain now, suffering now, so that you can live a good life later and be in a higher vibrational frequency. So short-term sacrifice for long-term. I'm every sentence, it feels like I'm saying it because I want you to understand it and I want to get it ingrained into your brain. Suffering is a choice. The strong choose it daily. The strong men choose to suffer now so that they can reap rewards later. We've said that. I hope you understand it. And we're going to have something called the Suffer Now Challenge. Suffer Now Challenge. So what is the Suffer Now Challenge? It's a challenge they could do for 30 days. Hopefully after the 30 days you stick with it for the rest of your life. So it's a 30-day challenge, and what it entails is every single day you need to get into cold exposure. So either a cold shower on the lowest setting, like the coldest setting, or you take an ice bath. Or if you're living in somewhere where that's not remote, maybe you're traveling, don't make excuses. Maybe you go outside in the cold. So you do something regarding cold exposure. The next thing is daily exercise. You need to exercise daily. If you go to the gym, you'll know that hitting like push-pull legs every single day isn't a good thing. So maybe you push one day, instead of just taking a rest day, maybe you go do something different. Maybe you do like an hour on the Stairmaster, or you do some form of exercise. It doesn't have to be weightlifting. You can mix it up, or you go do yoga, you do stretching, you do something else, but you do daily exercise for the next 30 days. No excuse. Daily exercise. Could be anything. Could be stretching. That's exercise. Something every single day. And you need to wake up early at the same time every single day for the next 30 days, and go to bed at the same time every single day for the next 30 days. This should be treated like something holy unto you. This should be treated almost like the Bible, like something very holy to you. You're going to wake up at the same time every day, and you're going to go to bed at the same time every day, and you're not going to let anything get in between that. I have to wake up at this time every single day, and I have to go to bed at this time every single day. And you're going to do that every single day without fail for the next 30 days. That's the Suffer Now Challenge. Venegas Academy. So I want to tell you something. Something that I learned. You will suffer. You will suffer. That's not optional. You will always suffer. You will suffer. That's not optional. Saying it a couple of times so that you like, oh, Suffering is not optional. Get that into your brain. Suffering is not optional. You will suffer. That is not optional. The only question is, will it be the pain of discipline or the pain of a wasted life? Choose now before the world chooses for you. You either suffer now or you suffer forever. Peace.